Are you one of those people that says, I can't feel Qi? Well, if you are, you're going to love this next practice because most people, by the end of it, say they can feel some Qi. We're going to start with activating our hands first. So just rub them together. You want to get the circulation in there going. Rub down each finger. Might as well take a moment to do a little silk reeling for the hands. Get each of the joints warmed up and moving. And then we'll rub them together. And we'll clap them. So we're trying to increase the ability for us to just be a little bit more sensitive with our hands by waking them up, just physically to begin with. And then we're going to take a little ball, just pretending as if you've got a ball of clay, a ball of energy, a ball of orange, anything you want. And we're just going to feel that with our hands. Begin to feel as if there's a shape there like a ball. Till it really becomes real for you. And then the key step in this practice of Qi ball is to move the hands away from each other and back towards each other. Now, I think really the limitation is when you hear about Qi and you're told it's energy, you start thinking, I'm going to feel electricity. I'm going to feel, like a shock. I'm going to feel something glowing. It's going to be really a big energy. And in this case, it's called subtle energy. Qi is not a big energy. It's a subtle energy, especially first before you are totally sensitized to it. And so what you might feel is not necessarily electric or glowing or very flashy. It might be just a little sense of pressure as the hands come together, closer. They're not touching, but there's like a sense of there's something in between, making it so it's a little harder. That's your etheric field around your body you're bumping up against. It's interesting because modern physics tells us that our body, the physical body itself, is 99.99999% space. So theoretically, I should be able to just push right through that hand. There's really nothing there. It's only a very small amount of matter. But it's dense for some reason. There's something that makes that dense. And as you get closer to the body, you start feeling that density. So maybe think of it as that. It's not so much you're feeling an energy. I mean, the physical body itself could be considered an energy. You're just feeling a little bit more density. So you can play around with that. How far apart can your hands go? And you still feel a connection between them, something radiating between them. Some people feel the energy as a warmth. You might feel something feel a little warmer as you get closer. And then you think, oh, it's just my hands, they're just radiating. But no, that could be the way you feel the Qi. Everybody's a little different. I know when I first did this exercise, I could feel something, but in general, I didn't feel like when I was doing flows and stuff, I didn't feel like I could feel Qi. It took me actually several years to really have confidence in that feeling. And I think part of it was I was, Qi. Am I feeling Qi? I don't know. So it's just that doubt of what I'm feeling. Is that really the Qi? So, and you might feel it. I mean, when we start doing flows, you might feel your hands, even with this small practice, your hands might feel like they're beginning to tingle a little bit, or they feel warmer. All the different ways you can feel the Qi. And I used to think, well, we just rubbed our hands together. I'm just feeling the warmth of the circulation. That buzzy is just circulation. I also do a practice which is spoken. You don't move anything. And I was surprised that when I do that practice now that I've become very sensitive to Qi, I can feel the Qi all through my body moving. It gets activated just with my voice. So... and that confirmed for me, oh, it's not just physical circulation that I'm feeling Qi. That's what that is. So just trust in that what you're feeling might be a little physical circulation, but it certainly is also energy moving. One of the goals of Qi Gong is to become more sensitive to Qi so that you can direct the energy in different places. And when you become more sensitive to Qi, it becomes very, very blissful to just have this feeling. To slow down and just feel that energy. So yeah, Qi, energy, Gung, cultivation. And part of that cultivation or working with energy is being able to be sensitive to it. And the more you do Qigong, the more sensitive, the more open you'll be, the more you can feel. Just keep coming back. That's our movement for today. And tomorrow we're going to do a little flow. We can take this energy that we're feeling and move it into a flow. Thank you for practicing with me today. I'll see you tomorrow.